All right, I love the music because that tells us one thing only. It is time for Vitamin T. Teresa Tomeo joining us now, getting ready for pilgrimage, I understand. Teresa, how are you this morning?
Pilgrimage number 2. I'm great. I have a question, though. What did you do with Dave? Where is he?
Well, he's in detention, and,
He's in detention. Again?
Again, yeah. Well, it happens from time to time. He just needs a couple of days.
Well, anyway, great to talk to both of you, and totally agree, Pat, watching those videos and seeing the pictures, oh my goodness, of the hostage release, praise God, and the timing of the rosary and Our Lady of Fatima, oh my goodness, very interesting prayer works. Well, yeah, we are getting ready to head out for pilgrimage number 2. Dominic came for the first part of the Wine and Shrine pilgrimage to celebrate Mass and do a few other activities with us in the beginning, but he is with us all the way. We are leaving on Thursday. We pick up the group down in Rome, and this is our couples trip. So we have 25 couples from around the country joining us for our Celebrating Marriage with the Saints of Umbria. So we're really excited.
Yeah, I'll bet. Wow.
That sounds amazing. Yeah. What can you give us a preview of the saints? Like, who are the Saints of Umbria?
Sure, absolutely. So, of course, we're starting in the Eternal City of Rome because we are going to the Holy Doors because of the Jubilee year that's wrapping up. And then we head up to Umbria, which is about 2 hours north of Rome. And we are going to be settled in a beautiful medieval town of Todi. It's just so pretty. And buried there is probably, I would say, a little known blessed, unless you're familiar, I'm sure, with the Stabat Mater, at the cross or station keeping.
Yeah.
He wrote that, Blessed Jacopani, but there's a very interesting marriage story behind his journey to become a priest eventually. And it had to do with his lifestyle before when his wife died. Before she died, he was living just a very lifestyle. He loved his wife, but he wasn't paying much attention to family or to God. And there was a terrible accident that happened in the city, and when he went to retrieve her body, he noticed she was wearing a hair shirt and praying for him when he saw some of her private journals. So that basically turned him into this amazing zealot for the Lord, and he is now a blessed, and he's buried in Todi. So that's a great example on never giving up on your spouse and praying. And then we are also going to Kasha for St. Rita, associated with marriage, of course, because of the troubled marriage that she had and how she tried to bring peace in her family. And then, just to keep it short, so I know we have a limited amount of time, we are also going to Perugia for the ring, Mary's ring, which is more tradition, but it is a beautiful place to go and remember your marriage and your engagement, and we'll have a blessing for the couples there. And in between, wine tastings, we're going chocolate factory. That's going to be fun. Folks are going to be coming to our home here in our little town in Umbria for a reception at our place. So pretty exciting, a lot of fun, but we're keeping it based in Umbria because I want people to get a sense of the real Italy, away from all hustle and bustle in big cities.
Boy, and when you think about some of those saints and blesseds wearing the hair shirt, it's tough to find a good hair shirt these days. You can't. They don't have them at Penny's anymore, and it's just tough to find. But it just reminds you of what the penances that these wonderful blesseds and saints go through, and it's all for a purpose. We got to lose that, don't we?
Yeah, and the thing about this trip, it's very unique because we are giving tools to the couples. We are sharing. Deacon Don put together some short little sayings on the saints and a little summary on the lives and how we can apply their example. Of course, we're going to be in Assisi for St. Francis and St. Clare as well. We can't miss that. And Orvieto for the Eucharistic miracle. But we're going to be giving them prayers each day and little snippets about the saints. And Greg and Julie Alexander from the Alexander House are our co-hosts. And they've also provided private prayer for the couple. So while this is somewhat of a vacation because you're in Italy and it's beautiful and you're having fun, we also want them to know that it's really important to use this time as a time of renewal and refreshment for their marriage. So we are going to put them to work a little bit because it is, after all, a pilgrimage. But yeah, very important, as you mentioned, the prayers for each other as couples.
That's great. I think, especially in this day and age, couples are certainly, I don't know, it's hard for them, I think, to be grounded in this sense of what it means to be selfless in a marriage. It's just so easy to get wrapped up into what you want in the marriage.
Well, I mean, think about it. When we got married years ago, how many of us went into it thinking, oh, I'm going to really sacrifice for my spouse? I mean, we were thinking, okay, what have you, the Janet Jackson version of what have you done for me lately?
Yeah.
Because we weren't really taught that growing up. It was marriage, you fall in love, you're happy, and the marriage was to make you happy. when the whole idea of a Catholic marriage, God's plan for marriage, is to help to get each other to heaven. That's a big part of it. So kind of renewing that with the couples and just reminding them of the covenant, God's covenant for marriage, what his plan for marriage. And then in the midst of it, to remember how to have fun and just to be joyful and to go on a date night. They will have 2 nights off, and I've given them a ton of really nice restaurant recommendations. And we're suggesting, not that you don't like the people on the pilgrimage, but go to dinner alone, right? Go by yourself,
Right,
have a romantic
right.
dinner in Italy, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's going to be a great trip.
Well, and
Yeah.
what a great opportunity for couples to kind of rejuvenate and reset
Yeah.
a little bit on a pilgrimage like that. That's
Yeah.
terrific. I mean, I know there are couples retreats that people can go on. Married couples can go on the retreats, but a pilgrimage, especially to all those sites where the saints and the blesseds are, and you can connect with each one of them. Boy, that's going to have to really make
Yeah.
a big impact on every marriage.
Yeah, and we hope so. And the other thing, too, that we're doing, I mentioned the Eucharistic miracle in Orvieto. There's also a Eucharistic miracle much less known, the one in Cascia, which is actually beneath the tomb of St. Rita in Cascia. Then the top level is her church with her body, and then below it is another Eucharistic miracle that's housed there. So being in the presence of these Eucharistic miracles and allowing the Son of God, in the real presence, to have an impact on your relationship, giving them time to pray in front of these miracles, that also affects the marriage. And then when they get home, not to forget to have those frozen moments, as my Aunt Jenny Aiello always used to say, those beautiful moments that are very special, that gave us those glimpses, those aha experiences. We can't forget them, so they're also encouraged to bring a notebook and have a little journal. In the program that we give them, we do give them space to write, but we hope that they can bring something or just keep some notes so they can go back to those special moments and frozen moments that they have on the trip.
Teresa, in your in this pilgrimage, then at the end, do you kind of have them put some of those kind of suggestions as to how they will carry that out once they get home?
Yeah, that's a great question. What we do is we actually ask people to share if they so choose. It's not mandatory,
Okay.
but we like them to share as to what meant the most to them, or if they do have one of those aha moments as a couple, they're welcome to come, and sit in the front of the bus and share with us on the microphone. We have a wonderful farewell dinner, and we'll also give
Oh.
people an opportunity, hopefully, time for a few of them to share as to what meant the most to them and why. So and then when they hear the others speak, Pat, I'm hoping that they'll
Uh-huh.
make a note of those couples that are saying too, to bring that up and to keep refreshing the marriage when they go back home.
Oh, that's
Terrific.
wonderful, Teresa. Yeah,
Beautiful.
what a gread idea. Yeah.
Hey, connect with Teresa right there at teresatomeo.com. It's spelled just like it sounds. So head over there and learn more
And
about
tomorrow's
that.
my feast day. I was named after Teresa of Avila.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
feast
Happy
day.
feast
Thank
day.
you. My girl,
Wonderful.
Teresa of
Beautiful.
Avila.
Yeah, great
Thanks,
woman,
guys.
great
And
woman.
let Dave out of detention soon, okay? He's a good guy.
Okay.
I mean,
You got
never
it.
did.
And you've got Marcelino D'Ambrosio on Catholic
I
Connections.
do,
then.
Dr. Italy.
Excellent. Looking forward to that. Teresa, thanks so much. Have a great day.
You're welcome. Thanks, guys. Have a great week.
Bye-bye.
Ciao, ciao.